What's up everyone, it's Sheepfragger here with another YouTube video. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today we're going to talk about Ark Raiders. Now, I hope everyone that is listening to this is loving the game as much as I am. It's an incredible game. It's definitely one of the best games I've played over the past 10 years maybe. I think since PUBG, I've not felt this way about a console game at all, so it's unbelievable. However, since playing it a lot, I have realised there are a few issues in the game which really make me worry about the longevity of the game and how quickly it will become stale. I recorded this video live as I was playing, and I'm going to go through 4 key areas where I think the game needs to improve. If they don't, in 4 weeks the game could become unbelievably stale and drop players. I have played a lot of Tarkov, but I need to stress I'm not trying to make Ark Raiders into a Tarkov. Everything in this video is based on Ark Raiders and Ark Raiders alone. So without messing about, let's jump in. Long story short, my worries about this game during the server slam was that everything was a bit too easy to craft. And I think it's actually going to have a big knock-on effect of this game. So obviously, the cool thing about extractions is that the reason why they're good, because the gameplay is like the jeopardy you feel when you have good shit in your backpack and you need to extract and finding good loot and all of that other stuff. The reason why other games fail in that department when they take the casual approach is because the more casual and accessible you make the game, it's like you know when you squeeze a balloon one side, it expands on the other side and vice versa. The more casual you make the game, the more you remove the jeopardy from the game, which is the whole, like, not whole draw, but a lot of the draw of the gameplay loop for extractions. And I said that this game has been the first game that nails the feeling of jeopardy at the same time as being casual enough where anyone can pick it up and play. But I've noticed a few things since I've played this over the past few days, and I'm not looking at this through the eyes of someone that's played 18 hours non-stop the first day and, you know, on average 4 or 5 hours a night since. I'm looking through this as a general sense. And the first thing is, like, it's far too easy to craft all the items. Now, obviously I'm sitting here now, I'm shitting my pants because there was a, what do you call it, a rocketeer over there. If it sees me, I'm dead. Once I'm like another 2 weeks into the game, when I have the blueprint for the wolf pack and I have the hull buster, I'm going to be able to destroy all of the heavy arc by myself easily. Because it's so easy to create the wolf pack grenades, because the stuff you need to find them is so easy to find, the jeopardy of actually seeing the big arc is not going to be there anymore, especially when you can do it on solo. So the fact that you can craft all these things so easily is actually going to be a massive issue for the game. And genuinely, like 4 weeks, a lot of the draw of the game is going to go because the game's going to feel stale because the jeopardy is not going to be there anymore. So I think the first thing they need to do is either one of two things. They need to either A, increase the amount of resources it needs to craft some of the really good stuff, or B, put a cooldown timer on it, so it's like 3 hours to craft the wolf pack grenade, for example. So, or do both of them at the same time. That'd be the first thing that I would do. The second thing is to not be able to drop certain items on the floor. So I mentioned the other day blueprint. Now, especially for sweaty boys, let's say, I'm not saying Graham's sweaty, but let's say me and Graham are playing. I'm gonna prestige, and this is 6 weeks down the line. So I say, Graham, let's jump into 2 raids. I'm gonna drop you all of my blueprints. I'm gonna prestige, then you give them all back to me. So I start my next prestige with all of the blueprints unlocked from like second 1. So that shouldn't be an option to happen, and it ruins the sub economy of the game in a way, I guess. So I don't think you should be able to drop blueprints, and again, it eliminates some of that like coolness about extraction games. So that's definitely something I would change as well. And then I think one other thing is like the PvP, right? Not everyone wants the PvP, and I totally get that. I think they need to add another trader to the game. Call him Sigil. I don't care. Let's call him Sigil. Now, this trader has a quest line that's not related to the main story quest, so it doesn't matter if people complete it or not, for people who don't want the PvP. But he's going to give you quests to do, and you complete them, then you get this thing called Sigil coins that can only be spent at that specific raider, and it's going to be all PvP related quests. Kill 10 people with shotguns, deliver 1,000 damage with the rattler, for example, kill 3 people without dying, stuff like that. And then it gives you a currency that you can only spend with him, which will give you guns and shit. Just another way of keeping people engaged when you get the people that have done all of the quests, have done all of the stuff that they want to do, and there's not much for them to do in the game. It keeps the game fresh. And I don't think that the cred that you get from the battle pass, because they can't really do like get 1,000 damage with the shotgun. Now, getting 10 cred score for the battle pass for doing 1,000 damage with a shotgun, I don't give a shit about 10 cred. But if there was like a quest from a thingy and I get sigil coins for it, and then you could put a whole lore about it. Like the lore is, you know, something big's coming, and we only want the best raiders topside, so we're gonna thin out the herd. And this is how we're gonna find who's the best, blah 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 blah, right? And I think that the game is in danger of in 4 weeks becoming massively stale if they don't change those things. If you can keep just recreating all of the good loot so there's none of that jeopardy that goes into it, I genuinely am worried about this game past like 4 or 5 weeks. And I think those are some of the stuff they need to change. And it's the same thing I thought in the server slam. Those are my 2 cents of my worries about the longevity of the game. Please let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, have any additional thoughts. I'd really love to hear what you guys think. In the meantime, hopefully I'll see you topside. Like, subscribe and click the notification bell to see future Ark Raiders videos, and drop me a follow on Twitch. The link is in the description below. See you next time.